Friends, hello, thank you so much for being here. Let's talk about the overall stock market and hot stocks right now, and maybe even some stocks that aren't doing as well that we thought they would do. So this is going to be a broad video, but a broad video of what people are looking at and what we can expect here in the coming weeks. So as we know, everyone is pretty much losing money right now in the stock market. If you're making money in the stock market, please let me know what stocks you are in, because I think everyone's portfolios are pretty much taking a hit right now, because right now we're hearing so many big rumors going on with inflation, with the housing market crashing, with just the overall economics of the market and what's happening with day-to-day investors, people, and how they have money and how they spend it. And this affects the stock market. So the Dow Jones has actually been doing pretty good going in just to Tuesday here. We're still at that 34,000 mark. The SP 100's kind of following suit, and then of course the Nasdaq. Now those are still in good shape. We're not seeing tremendous downslide in our main markets. Now going into the first stock here, talking about MMAT. Now everyone has been talking about this stock. This stock has been making people a lot of money. In just the last month, this stock has jumped to incredible heights and now is falling back down. Now when we saw these big push-ups on this stock, that was right when the stock started trading on the Nasdaq, and that was June 30th. And then after that came a reverse merger with Touchlight Energy Resources, an oil and gas producer, and in that it plans to diverse all of its energy assets. The company raised over $250 million in the deal to go after cutting-edge materials technology with less than $1 million in sales last quarter. So personally, I would not expect this stock to do much more, and I would probably not buy it over $3 to $4 right now. Be very careful with that. Now going into the next stock here, talking about good old Globalstar, we are still seeing Globalstar hold very strong here, and I'm very proud of this stock. It is holding very, very high numbers for what it usually does. And look at this beautiful, beautiful walk up. Man, this is, you cannot make a better chart right now with the 3-month chart. Look at these 3 big pillars we have right here. 1, 2, 3, and now we're starting to work on a 4th one going into $2 with Globalstar. It's happening. It's gonna happen. Get ready. And Globalstar is pushing these big numbers with all the new contracts, and Riley Finance coming out and saying that they are going to be a $3.25 stock within the next year, and that they are undervalued. So keep your eye on Globalstar. Now going into the next stock on top of that is going to be Zomedica. So I haven't talked about Zomedica a while on my channel. Obviously there's not a lot to talk about with Zomedica. Since they have came out with their product, things have just kind of been in the dark. We're waiting for the next quarter to come out to see what sales have been like. We really have not heard, have they sold out of products? Are they coming out with a new product? What are they doing? We really don't know. So a lot of news right there, and a lot of investors are in the dark right there within Zomedica. But for Zomedica as a long hold, and now being in the pet sector, medical pet sector, this could definitely be one to stay in for the next few years if you had the time and energy and money just to leave in it, because there could still be some big numbers here in the future if they can continue to build on top of the product that they've already released and come out with maybe another product on top of that that is revolutionary. So still waiting on that next quarter for Zomedica to release some news. The next stock is Sundial Growers. So the new news with Sundial is the old news with Sundial. Not much more has come out with Sundial. Now, Sundial has not been having great quarterlies come out. They have not been terrible, but they have definitely not been great or where they needed to be for the company. As we know, the beginning of the year, Sundial took out 2 stock offerings back to back that they have been using to further the company through these times. Other than that, Sundial is really just being used as a short day trade right now, with medium-sized volume around 10:30, right when you have your big trades every day, and then kind of just flatlining for rest of the day. But this is still a penny stock nonetheless, and they are struggling to get this stock above $1. But we are seeing Sundial play around this high 80s, 90 cents here for a while now. So it's not looking terrible, but honestly, it's not looking great. If you have a lot wrapped up in this right now and you're just wanting to see something a little bit better, I totally agree with you, and I totally understand that people are just wanting to see a little bit more out of this, because personally I am a fan of Sundial. I'm a fan of their aesthetics, their company, what they do, how they do it, and I do believe Sundial will be one of those companies that does survive the cannabis onslaught that we're going to see here in the near future. And what I mean by that onslaught, I really do believe once we see cannabis in general be legalized everywhere, there's just going to be overflow of cannabis companies, cannabis stocks, but Sundial is pretty much already got its bread and butter of what it does, what it looks like, and who it supplies to. So I do believe Sundial could have a bright future to come, but definitely need to see how the rest of the year plays out. And right now, just cannabis stocks right now are very iffy because we're still waiting on legalization in a lot of places and a lot of big sectors. So the next one, just going to throw this in here right now, Dogecoin. You know, Dogecoin, we've seen a lot go on here. This is active 7 days a week. You can buy, sell, trade, do what you want to do with it, make a little money, whatever you need to do. Dogecoin is always awake. Now, obviously, lately, we have not had any big hype with Dogecoin. We have not seen anybody talk about it. We have not seen a tweet about it. We have not seen or heard anything, obviously, from Elon Musk about it, and people are kind of down the dumps with it. So, it's pretty much just sitting on the sidelines. But there are still a lot of companies that are starting to come out saying they are accepting Dogecoin. The UFC is now promoting Dogecoin. It's pretty much on all their mats on every fight night, and you can find it there while people are just pretty much getting knocked out on a Dogecoin emblem. Pretty cool. Me personally, I have a lot invested in Dogecoin. I love Dogecoin. I think it's going to be one of those things that's here to stay, but you're going to have to be here for quite a while to see this thing really take off, and I think crypto is going to have its big run here later in the year, and Dogecoin is going to follow suit with that. So last but not least, we are going straight into AMC. What are we seeing here with AMC? So right now we're seeing a huge downtrod in AMC. Now, this is not terrible, but obviously it's not great either. It's not what we're wanting. We're wanting faster pace. We're wanting higher numbers. Everybody's wanting the same thing here, but we're not getting it. Now, personally, I do believe we have not seen the big squeeze yet. So with how the market is trending right now and how it looks like it's going to continue to go here just in the next few weeks, we're probably not going to see a lot really happen here. With all this talk of economics, of inflation, things just keep getting worse here. And every time these big politicians talk about the stock market, they really don't have anything good to say. So it really does not help the general sense of the stock market, and people get bored, they sell off, they get out of here, they go somewhere else. But personally, I believe AMC is going to come back bigger here as soon as the market starts to turn around here. And I do believe if people can keep pushing AMC even into next year, we're going to see some bigger numbers. We're going to see some bigger puts meet calls, calls meet puts, and contracts are going to come out of the dark, and we're going to see what's really going on here with this one. So personally, I would hold AMC, but you need to do what you need to do, understandably. But this one, I am leaving alone, and I will be here even if it goes to $5, just because the gamble is so high. I don't want to miss it. But friends, with all that said, I am wishing everyone the best of luck in the market. Like I said, it's probably going to continue to get a little worse here in the market unless we just have some crazy news come out saying that our economy is coming back and everything is looking a-okay, which I really don't see that news coming. I really don't. So this is investing. This is what we have to be up against as investors. When times are tough, they're tough, and when they're good, and we're relishing in the cash. But right now, that is not the case. So friends, with all that said, remember, be positive, be you, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, everyone.